keep it.
Also, why my man said he was gonna give her a card and a bubble bath? Hold on now. That
This hood romance. Hood romance.
I want to know what the card said. Did he burn the card too? Like,
Look at my man's face.
Man, I want to see how he put the robe out. He said the robe got put on. Like, did he jump in the water? Like, what? You know what I'm saying? Stop, dropping roll. And she came in the door. She came in the door and him putting the fire out. Just
drop.
Maybe he was getting in the tub too. Why he got a robe on?
He shouldn't have said nothing. He shouldn't have said nothing. He should have took that robe, hit it, and then be like, "Hey, girl, I'm getting a bath ready to go." And then he should have just went back to getting it.
Yeah. Yeah. Whoa. Yeah. Yeah. What up, and what is up right here live from the DMV? Y'all know what it is, man. Big shout out, man. Big shout out to everybody, man. Hope y'all are doing good. Y'all know how it is. It's a new setup, man. We out here because we just had to change it up, because I'm visiting family, so had to change it up, man. But on that note, man, gotta go around the room. As y'all know, man, who it is. It's Mrs. Crystal.
What's up?
Oh, Miss Chris got the dance on. She ain't had the eyes today, Trent. She ain't had the eyes today. She ain't had the lower in the eyes. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Like, hello guys.
Hello.
I'm just trying to get my sexy look,
Um.
Gotta get my sexy look for the
Got
crowd.
that lavender.
Okay. Wait, you were trying to get sexy for the camera and wait, today?
No, I'm talking about when I make my look that you always make fun of.
You got that purple rhinestone around your neck. I see you out here.
They're always picking on me, I swear. It never fails. And I expect to be more because I expect it to be
looking
more.
good. I'm saying you're looking good. That's what I'm saying.
Thank you, Trent. Thank you.
Yeah, you look quite yeah, you look good, Crystal. Yeah, I just realized the eyeshadow matches the pendant. Yeah. Dingo. Hey man, y'all know, man. Hey, look, y'all see the background, man. So y'all know we got a special guest co-host that comes in from time to time, Mr. Adrian Amos Jr.
How you doing?
Yes. Say a little something to the people and how you feel.
Man, I'm feeling great, man. Thank you for having me back on here. I'm ready to, talk about some, up-to-date topics, and laugh at Ron and Crystal and all her fans and everything like that.
She got an OnlyFans account.
I do not got no OnlyFans. Do not say that.
Crystal got an OnlyFans account.
That's how she was able to pay for that blood diamond she got.
There it is.
I do not need that account.
All right, yo, man. So, man, real quick, man. Virtuous Essence Candle Company, man. Make sure you hit up Virtuous Essence Candle Company for all the nicest scents of candles, man, hanging around out here. Man, make sure y'all go out there and check them out. Dr. Regina Warren. Tell her that Comfortable Being Uncomfortable sent you. Also, Waldorf-based Soul Berry Sweet Company, Soul.Berry Sweet on Instagram. Make sure you hit them up, man, for your chocolate-covered strawberries and candies, all that stuff. Hey, look, man, Mother's Day is coming up. So don't forget your mother, all right? I know I won't because mine will let me never hear the end of it, all right?
You're probably watching right now.
She would whoop my ass, you know what I mean? All right, man. And also, hey, man, my birthday coming up. So if you want to send, me some Soul Berry Sweet chocolate-covered strawberries or candies, let me know. Yeah, got you. All right, man. Shut up, Trent. Rock Bottom Music Group out at Chesapeake, Virginia, man. Make sure y'all hit him up. Man, Keith, man, he does good stuff, man. Now, if you're looking to produce your own music and anything like that, man, Keith can help you out, man. He's doing all of our beats on the show. So big shout out to him. Look, man, in the time of need, man, you can always cash app the show $1, $2, the show 20 on Cash App, man. We appreciate you, man. All right, in the spirit of giving, man, it's our 1 year anniversary coming up, but I have some sad news to say. So last week we announced that we had a winner for what was it? I
Guest
think it
host?
was. I think it was the guest host, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, but she actually is getting married that same day or that same
Oh.
weekend.
Oh,
So we
wow.
can congratulate her on that. Congratulate her on that. But unfortunately, she can't tune in or she can't do the guest co-host that day. So what we are thinking about doing is maybe pushing it back, but then it's like, it takes away from the whole 1 year anniversary thing. So should we open it back up to the floor, everybody? I mean, Trent, Crystal, what y'all think? Y'all think we should open it back up to the people?
Yeah, I think
I
we
think
should. And then
Yeah.
when she, she's able, after her like wedding and honeymoon and stuff like that, if she wants to come back on the show, or whatever, we can give her an opportunity. We can open it back up as well.
Okay, let's open it back up. All right, so look,
Yeah.
man, this was gonna happen. We're gonna open it back up. Actually, we gotta open it back up like tomorrow, because the 1 year episode is next week, right? So we gotta open it back up tomorrow. And Adrian, if you got some fans out there, you tell them, hey, you could be a guest co-host on the show.
Yeah, I mean, it's always great to have different opinions and different minds and new blood on here. So,
New blood.
I like the
new
glasses.
blood.
Oh yeah, man, go ahead, give a shout out to Brandy B Spoke on them glasses.
Yeah,
Man.
this
Yeah, I like those
Brandon Bespoke eyewear. These are newer frames that are coming out, and go get them. We got a lot of people buying in. Be one of the first to say that you started that trend.
Now you co-owner on that, right?
Yeah, I am co-owner of. I am co-owner of Brandon Bespoke. So we have the eyewears, we have dress clothes for male and female, and a lot of things that are coming out soon. And if you tune in, go to Brandon Bespoke on Instagram, Facebook, or Brandon Bespoke Eyewear.com, and you can get these frames and see what more we have to offer.
There it is, man. Yeah. Make sure y'all hit up Brandon B Spoke, man. In the spirit of Brandon B Spoke, man, we got some Brandon B Spoke news coming up with Crystal.
Looking like I'm from the deep. These no Cartiers. Pockets deep, bro. I can make it in my seat, bro. Do you and doing me, bro. Making noise, use a beat, bro. Whoa. I press the button and the doors go off like.
Okay, so Biden, he has agreed to withdraw all the troops from Afghanistan that are currently still there. Apparently, there's about 2,500 troops still in Afghanistan, and he stated that 20 years later, we can no longer still continue to fight this war that we're not, winning, and we're not getting different results. So he agreed to withdraw the troops completely by the anniversary of September 11th, which will be the 20-year anniversary. And also Brussels, I think it's their, they agreed also to, NATO chief agreed to withdraw 7,000 of their troops as well.
See, my thing is, right, we've had, 4 presidents since the start of the Afghanistan war, and at least three of them all promised to pull other troops out, whatever. But then last minute, something happens. So I'm like, yo, if he does it, cool. But we've already had 2 other presidents that said they were going to do it.
So what you're saying is, don't.
I get it, but
yeah. So what you're pretty much saying is, don't get your hopes up.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
I don't know, Adrian. What you think about that?
I mean, this situation is Ron, you more of an expert on this. As far as Afghanistan, why are they still there? Like, why has it taken so long for everybody to come back? Like, what change or outcome are they waiting on? I know you don't like me to be a conspiracy theorist, but what's the reason behind not just bringing everybody home in the first place?
So what you got to understand, what people got to fail to realize is that once you go into a country and declare some kind of conflict or war, there's a rebuilding process, right? So, dropping bombs is that's the military way sometimes of handling business. And sometimes you got to clean that up. and you got to be able to stay. You got to stay in line or online in order to rebuild and ensure that the people place can trust America again or trust the Western world again. And so, essentially, this is not the first time that we've look at North Korea. We're still in South Korea right now. So we've been in Korea for a long time. We've been in Germany for a long time. So in Japan, all those places we've had conflicts, and essentially, it's just so happened that it's a time thing. It wouldn't like Trent said, it wouldn't surprise me if we end up, something happens and we're still there, years down the road.
Well, apparently, Trump had a peace treaty with the Taliban that said we would withdraw all the troops by May 1st of this year. But apparently, we're going to start the withdrawal May 1st and finish it by September 11th, according to Biden. So I don't know what that's going to do to the peace treaty.
Well, Taliban already threatened. Taliban already said if we ain't out by May 1st, they gonna start back up their campaign.
Well, hey, May 1st is what, 2 weeks away. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
Yeah.
There's no way you're gonna pull all those troops out in 2 weeks.
Exactly.
If you do, you lose all security.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know.
So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Anyway, something closer to home. 16-year-old Peyton Ham was shot and killed by Maryland State Trooper in Leonardtown, Maryland. Apparently, he was in his driveway. He had an airsoft gun and a knife, and a couple people called the police on him and about a suspicious individual. And the Maryland State Trooper said that he was pointing the gun at him in a stance, and he shot him. And then he tried to get up and pulled a knife, shot him again, and killed him. So the family hasn't released any, statement on why.
Wait, did you say he was in his own driveway?
Yeah.
So then why would people call the cops on somebody acting strange in their own driveway? It's his own property. See, that's what baffles me, man. People are so nosy. You know what I'm saying? That they got to do it. He could be walking around, running around, butt ass naked on his own driveway. It's his. That's his business. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Like, not unless he was threatening a particular person on that drive that was there, right there on that driveway. I can understand that.
Yeah, I don't know, but a similar situation. Well, not similar, but another situation involving a kid happened in Chicago.
Tamir Rice, right? It was Tamir Rice.
I don't remember his name.
We talked about a few years ago.
Yeah, Tamir Rice. It was Tamir Rice, right? That had the
You're talking
play.
about the most recent one. Are you talking about?
No, I'm talking about the most recent one that happened in Chicago. Was a 13.
Adam Toledo. You're talking about Adam Toledo. Yeah.
Yeah.
But the Tamir Rice thing, yeah, same thing happened where he was playing with a BB gun.
Yeah.
But that was in Ohio.
He was at the park, right?
They rode up on him, yeah, and they rode up on him, and yeah.
Yep.
I mean, I don't know what to say with this because, growing up, I'm taught not to play with those type of things for these reasons. I don't know. I don't think it's right, but, growing up, I was just talking to my cousin, Jay, the other day, and I was just like, we was talking about how we used to play with them little toy guns, and it was like, and I used to get in trouble for sneaking to play with them because they told me this exact situation. They said they will think it's a real gun and you will be shot. You know what I'm saying? I'm being told that as a kid. And sometimes think about having to tell a child something like that is sad, but you see on the other end how when police is involved in this, that something bad can go wrong. Something bad can happen with this. But I think I agree with Trent. People need to mind their business when it comes to situations like this sometimes because somebody on their own lawn, on their own property, playing with whatever, why is that suspicious to you? You know what I'm saying? Unless, they didn't look like they belonged in the area type thing, which probably happened.
Now let me ask let me say this, okay? Because I understand y'all saying that they should mind their own business, but at that point, if that individual went into that house and did something to those people, and they, so even though if say it was, Menendez brothers type situation where they went in and killed their mother and father. Let's say this individual went into the house, killed whoever was in their house, parents, grandparents, or whatever. Then what? Then it would have been, well, why didn't nobody call the cops when he was standing outside with the weapon?
Yeah.
Grandma told me to mind
That's
my
another
business.
That's another situation, man.
How is it a different situation? It's the same situation. It's the same situation as somebody standing outside with a gun.
Ron. Who
I'm
was
listening.
he
Go ahead.
threatening? Who was he threatening?
I get what you're saying. He's not threatening anybody, but it's
Then why call the
suspicious.
cops? What's the point of calling
All right,
cops?
so Trent, go out there. Trent, go outside, stand outside of your building or wherever you're at right now, and hold a gun and see what happens.
I ain't doing that. I live around a bunch of white people. I ain't doing that. What's wrong
Well,
with you, man?
the kid that
What's smart and what's right are two different things.
What you mean by that?
Ooh, come on, Adrian.
What's smart and what's right. So if we know the situation, just with anything, how I'm taught to comply, how if I get pulled over, my hands are on the steering wheel or on the ceiling, but they are seeing my hands out the window. They're seeing my hands. I'm going to comply. I'm going to listen.
But how many times?
Because but that's smart. But I've been around people in college. We've had conversations with the police officer, and a white teammate of mine has come out the door and cussed out the cop to what point where I'm telling him he need to chill out before he get me
Get me
shot
I've been there. I've been there
you
too.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he feels protected in that way.
Yeah.
So that's not right. You know what I'm saying? But that's not right, and it's not right that he can do that, but I can't do that. But it's also, it's not smart for me to try to do what he can do.
Yeah, you got a point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You got a point.
you're right. Yeah, I don't know if the parents talked to him. I mean, apparently this was a white kid that got shot in
I
Leonard.
mean, it still don't matter. I mean, I just
Yeah,
think,
it don't matter. I mean, I think any kid should be taught, to be aware of what they're doing and their surroundings. So, anyways, a story out of South Carolina. This active duty soldier, Jonathan Pentland, was apparently caught on video berating a black man in this neighborhood called Summit Hills in Columbia, South Carolina, telling him that he doesn't belong there in the neighborhood. What are you doing here? And I think he said something like, get out of here, you MFer. And
oh yeah, I mean, he used a whole bunch of derogatory language towards him. But here's my thing. We often talk about Trent, prime example. You just brought it up. Somebody standing in their own driveway. Apparently this kid lives in the neighborhood with his parents and is walking around his neighborhood.
So so they said he's not a juvenile. They came out that he's not a juvenile.
Okay, he's just short.
So here's the thing. Here's the thing also, because I've been, there are multiple reports that have already came out about this young man. Now here's the thing, right? This Army sergeant, what he should have done is called the police, and I'm gonna tell you why. Apparently, this particular kid or individual has mental issues, and apparently was going around the neighborhood, was picking up people's random babies. Apparently, had physically assaulted another girl, whatever, was threatening neighbors and stuff like that. So they went and asked his due for protection. Right now, what that cop should, or what that Army sergeant should have did. I mean, I'm surprised he didn't as a white person, right? But he thought he was going to take it upon himself, being part of the neighborhood watch, a George Zimmerman type, you know what I'm saying, to kind of confront this dude and think he, and bully the whole thing, whatever. But I'm hearing all these reports, man. I'm like, I mean, what would you guys do, right? If someone comes to you and saying, hey, we got an individual, even if he lives in the neighborhood or not, is doing certain things.
Trent, Crystal, you know this. We got somebody in our neighborhood right now that lives in our neighborhood who I don't know if he's a kid or a grown adult, but he's mentally challenged, obviously. And he runs, literally runs for hours. Trent, Adrian, runs for hours. You understand? And the thing is, I had an interaction with somebody in the neighborhood who said that he ran up on them and she was
Yeah.
scared and she almost wanted to punch him in the face. And I said, I understand that. I said, but we all know that something is wrong with him. Nobody's taking nobody's taking the time out of their day to go to that residence to see what was going on, to have a conversation with the people that may have guardianship over him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's had that conversation. So Trent, I understand you say call the cops, but at the same time, we seen what
Not
cops.
cops. I misspoke. I meant at least maybe call it like mental health professionals, right? Something probably don't call the cops, but call mental health professionals. And apparently now he's apparently I think he has been from last thing I read he has been committed.
Yeah.
So,
but that's what I'm saying. So yes, you call somebody to come out and intervene that situation. I just think that we as a society everybody's on edge right now, right?
Yeah.
And I get some of the concerns that people may have, but like the situation like in my neighborhood, like I said, sometimes you just have to realize who they are, and you have to protect yourself, but also understand that this person does not intentionally mean any harm.
So do y'all not think that race played a part in that? Like the way he was talking to him, though, was kind of racist.
So I don't think that. If you understand anything about an Army drill sergeant, they don't care. They don't care who you are.
I think he has unconscious bias, like I.
Okay, there you go.
My
Okay, now that's a
personal
different thing.
Most white people have. Yeah, I didn't say it's race. Has race. I'll say he has unconscious bias towards people of color for sure.
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't know. I don't like the way it looked. I don't like, him coming out there and flexing and, like you big and bad. You know what I can do to you. I don't like that. Because people think they superhuman. Sometimes and you coming out the door, you don't know what that kid was capable of. I know you in the Army and everything and. You've seen a lot of things or whatever you ever seen, but you don't know who that is. You don't know who is that person's parents. You don't know anything can come from that. And for you to come out there and start acting like that,
Oh, most definitely.
Especially if you think he's some crazy or anything like that, you can be you out there with no shoes on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
30 feet. I just don't like the way all of it look. I don't.
Well,
He could have got them hands like George Zimmerman did.
Well, apparently after the video ended, he ended up pushing the guy down and knocking his phone out of his hand. So he's definitely been charged with assault and arrested.
See, it's that white mob mentality that continues on through the generations.
So let me tell you something. This is my problem with the assault charges. The assault charges didn't come until after the protest showed up at his front door.
Mm-hmm.
It was a way of protecting him to get him out of that environment, so that way no harm was done to him. Because I guarantee you, if he would have came out that door, there would have been problems.
Cause that's South Carolina. Sure. They showed up real quick.
They showed up within a matter of hours.
Yeah, that whole house was around it.
And I guarantee you, if nobody was showed up, that video would have never went viral, and that kid or whoever the guardian was over that kid or that individual went to the police and filed a report. Nothing would have been done. Mm-hmm. I can almost guarantee you.
Hey, I saw a meme. A meme was it was a picture of them outside his house, and it said, "Come outside, we ain't gonna jump you."
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Well, anyways. A funny story. Usher. So apparently, a stripper. She goes by the name B0 Love. Apparently, she accused Usher of coming into her strip club, this place called Sapphire, and throwing fake Usher books at the strippers. So since this story came out, a representative for Sapphire said that that's not true, that he did throw real money and it wasn't fake money, and he spent thousands of dollars on the strippers and even had bottle service. And apparently somebody in his crew said that what happened was he's doing a residency in Vegas, and he has these Usher bucks to promote his residency. So apparently somebody in the crew, as a joke, after they were or while they were leaving, put some of the fake Usher bucks on the stage, um, I guess as a joke and to promote his residency. So
See?
Come on, come on. Y'all
what do
believe
y'all
that?
believe?
Y'all believe that? Y'all really believe that?
Yeah, yeah. Because they already confirmed that he was putting down real money for them. And I'm gonna tell you right now, it's probably one of his first time going to Sapphire. He probably been there multiple times, throwing real money, ordering bottle service. Usher
Yeah,
is just an easy target now. That's what it
yeah,
is.
yeah.
I think she did it just to kind of go viral. I mean, I think
To
people
get
are making up all kinds of stuff to go viral. I don't think he did that, but that's my opinion.
He's an easy
Mm.
target.
Usher
You know,
Bucks. Usher Bucks. Usher Bucks. Hey,
if
we're
he
gonna
did
get. Hey, we're gonna get some. Hey, Trent. Let's get some CBU Bucks and go to stadium.
Yeah, with all our
Yeah,
faces on.
and go to stadium with some CBU Bucks.
y'all better not do that because I don't want to be associated with that, man.
Too late.
Too late.
I don't want to be associated with that.
I'm putting in the order right now.
All right, yo, man. That was Crystal with Around the Horn, man. All right, yo, check it out. Look, man, we're going to come right back, man. Y'all know the main topic today, man. It's talking about tasers versus handguns. Which one is it, man? Man, this is going to blow your mind because we all know the incident that took place in Minnesota. It's a lot of stuff that's been happening lately since that incident. And there's a lot of questions being raised. So we'll be right back after the sponsored commercial break. So, all right, man, we back, man. Welcome back to the show, man. And I appreciate y'all tuning in. So look, real quick, we got I'm trying to zoom in. All right, so look, real quick, y'all. Just to let y'all Trent Crystal laughing. I was just trying to cover.
That was a long extended.
Don't know where it came from, man. It just screamed in there. All right, man. Anyway, y'all know the main topic, man. Tasers versus handguns. Tasers or handguns. Which one is it? As y'all know, man, the situation in Minnesota that happened, where the police officer pulled their gun out on a suspect or a individual that was stopped for a traffic violation, and he resisted arrest. And she pulled her handgun, yelled taser 3 times, and pulled the trigger and ended up shooting and killing the young man. The individual said that they didn't know that they pulled their handgun. They thought they pulled a taser. So the debate is, how does she not know? And so we had an expert that was supposed to come on. He completely dished us. I can't, whatever.
Just unprofessional.
Yeah, very much so. But
I know somebody else can come on the show and talk about it.
we won't go there. We won't go there. But we all know how that works out. Maybe got busy and couldn't contact us. But look, real talk. The situation has raised some concerns amongst the people that have been saying this for years. Because this is not the first time a police officer has pulled out a gun saying that it was a taser or thought it was a taser.
Oscar Grant. It gives me memories of Oscar Grant in New York, where the cop said he accidentally pulled his taser and shot and killed Oscar Grant while he was handcuffed. And that's just what the first thing that came to mind when I saw that. I was like, come on, man.
Mm.
Yeah. I mean, apparently she's been on the force, 25 years? She's
25 years. If you don't know the difference between a taser and a handgun, something wrong with you.
I mean, maybe I could see if she was a rookie. Even that is still, if you just completed training, you should know. But
It's 25
yeah,
years, 26 years, 26.
Oh, my bad.
Years.
26 years being on the force. I mean, that's a little hard to believe, in my opinion.
Yeah, if you
I'm
ever
trying to figure out, and that's why I was looking forward to having a person, an expert on here, because do cops do like I know the military, right? Like we have to do upgrade training every year, right? Are these cops getting upgrade training every year on how to use how to use their gun, how to use
I believe they do have to, just like any military and security forces. They have to go to the range on the regular. I mean, I don't see why cops would be any different. I'm pretty sure they do.
So then she subconsciously pulled her gun because she saw a black man. She
Good
If
point,
it,
Trent.
if it was even subconsciously, I mean, look at all the shit that's going on in that state, Minneapolis.
yeah,
Okay,
I'm being
so
generous. I'm being generous by saying
Minneapolis
it
is
was
not a
Minnesota,
state.
subconscious.
sorry,
Yeah,
Minnesota.
I'm
being
about to say
generous.
Minneapolis is not a state.
But Minnesota, look at what's going on in that state, and in that city
Yeah, I was
around
being
that area.
generous.
They're
Hmm.
still doing the trial for Derek Chauvin.
Yeah,
So
I mean, yeah. When it comes to that, like, just watching the whole situation, I guess it's not up to me, but what required you to pull out like that? You know what I'm saying? That situation, I feel like everybody had everything under control. From my viewpoint. And then, yes, there's a difference between the weight of a gun and a taser. It's a big difference between the weight and that. So picking that up. But what I think, and what I heard from somebody just talking about the topic, they were talking about they need more live action training. As well as consequences. So it has to be, consequences for doing things like this. But they need more live action training, like when they're in the heat of the moment, when they're picking something up. Because adrenaline make things seem lighter than they actually are. You do things subconsciously and everything, but that live action training, you need to get that. I don't know how you simulate that, being scared and stuff like that. Maybe have a jacket on with that electrocute you if you mess up type thing, or something, what I'm saying, something to where it puts fear in your heart at the time, so that when you're in those type of situations, you're not scrambling around, because she, if that was actually a mistake, she had to be some type of fearful in that moment to mistake that, like, oh, I'm just not even thinking, I'm pulling out, shoot, oh man, I shot him, type thing.
is the safety automatically off on your on a police gun, or
No, no,
do
no,
they?
no, no, no. Your safety's on.
Yeah, it's supposed to be
So
on
she
every
would
gun.
have to take the safety off of the gun.
Well,
I
I
mean,
take
that
that back. I take that back. I think in some instances, some departments require safety on. Some departments do not require safety on.
yeah.
I've come across a couple of people that have said that they don't have their safety on. I've come across some people that say they have their safety on.
Yeah, my cousin, who he's a cop, he's a detective in Indianapolis, but he said when he was working traffic stops, yeah, like he said, no, the safety is supposed to be off. So then if split second, you ain't got to work, you can just pull it and be ready to roll. He said the gun is
Yeah.
supposed to be loaded, locked,
Yep.
ready to roll yeah.
Same
So
thing. I mean,
that's your
same thing.
policy.
I mean, same
Uh-huh.
thing. Same thing. I guess you could say same thing applies to the military. But the only thing is,
Right.
military. Our safety's on. We're locked and
Yeah.
loaded, but the
Yeah.
safety's on.
But safety's on, right?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not in the military, but I've had military weapons training when we've actually had to go to a simulated range, and like you had things pop out at you that you had to shoot at. And there were certain instances where like you would have cutouts come out, like, and they would have hostages, and you would get scored on how many
but that
hostages you
that
had.
that let's be real. Let's be real. Let's be real, Crystal. That's not a train. That's not good training.
Well, I
That's not
mean,
good training. I mean, at some point, individuals they have photographic memory, and they remember, all right, I know what target is which. I know what target is going to pop out. I can tell you that because I do that when I go do my training.
yeah, I mean that's
I
true.
know exactly. All right, I got a 25-meter target that's going to pop up as number 3. I know my 100-meter target is going to pop up as number 6. I'm only going to get 2 of those. I'm going to have another 50-meter target and a 75-meter target is going to pop up.
It don't change.
It don't change. So essentially, you start having photographic memory, and you're trained to that. And you're saying, all right, well, when it comes to training, I already know what I'm about to hit. And every time I know I'm either going to get near perfect or either perfect when it comes to shooting.
Yeah, that's true.
Look,
Yeah.
I think it's deeply embedded in the police culture, right? From the jump, from the start, to pull your most deadly weapon, whenever something happens.
Yeah.
A taser is actually really a new when compared to cops carrying guns. It's a new thing, right? And obviously it's probably been what 20 years or so. Like it's probably been less than that, right? We're like not even every police department. We had somebody on the show that said not every police department have tasers. And so so it's one of those things like this, it's already embedded to pull the most deadly weapon. So especially if there are places out there that don't even have like police departments don't even have tasers. They're supposed to, but we had somebody on the show that said the opposite. So,
but either way,
Yeah.
what makes you shoot? You know what I'm saying? Like in that situation, what makes you shoot? And and you're not supposed to have even learning to get your gun license. Your finger's not on the trigger unless you're ready to shoot. You know what I'm saying? So you're not just you're not just walking up, finger on the trigger. Oh man, I slipped. I didn't mean to. You know what I'm saying? Your finger's on the trigger. The trigger is different from a taser. The handgun weight is different from a taser. All things pointing to that. So the only thing they could try to say is
He was
that,
he was evading.
like they was like very. No, I'm just saying the person who shot. All they can say is that the fear or the
Just be real. Just be real. Own up and say,
like
yeah, I
adrenaline,
pulled my
yeah.
gun out because I was scared that he was going back in the car to get a gun.
Yeah, but just say it. You know what I'm saying? Just say it like it was the fear or the fear made me forget. I don't know, but either way, you have to fear, anxiety, something has to go in part of that.
Prime
'Cause that's
example-
not an easy mistake to make.
Okay, so I hear a lot of people that say that hey, that's a situation where the individual was going back into the car. They don't know where he was getting and all this other stuff. So the officer, by law, had the right to protect himself and use their firearm. Well, we all seen situations where individuals who evade arrest, and don't get shot.
Yep.
Prime example,
Yep.
see it on your
Look at
screen.
Look at this.
Something's playing on your
Look at
screen right
this.
now. This
Look at this.
happened a couple not too long ago. This individual, a 61-year-old man in Minnesota was not shot or tased. Right? He was not shot or tased.
This is like this happens constantly. You know, just like everybody has a story about one of their white friends or somebody that are in situations like this and get away with it. Maybe not this extreme, but I'm just saying like situations whereas yourself you would not have survived that situation, and you see it constantly. So that's not like a lot of this stuff is being recorded, but this is not new. Like people have restraint. Cops have restraint. Of course, there are good cops and bad cops, but people have more restraint on a certain type of people. I'll say that.
Yeah.
But if it's not every single time this happens, right? When it happens, obviously, because it mainly happens to black and brown people, right? If it's not outright racism, it's straight up unconscious bias, like I keep saying.
Yeah.
Every single time.
Yeah, I like
so
that
I'm
one
not
better.
giving. I'm not going to give her. I mean, yeah, she's probably afraid because she has an unconscious bias before she even when she pulled up and saw that it was a black man. She probably had that already in the back of her mind. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like this dude is dangerous automatically. They don't have that same bias when it's somebody that looks like them. They don't.
Yeah, I'm gonna start using that unconscious bias instead of racist because people sensitive to the word racist all the time because people think racist mean you walk around calling everybody the N-word every day, stuff like that.
Right.
And when it's not that, that's not what I mean when I say that someone's judging somebody based on how they look and what they perceive them to be. What I'm saying? I don't want to just automatically say, oh, this person's racist, but yeah, unconscious bias. That I think that's a good description right there.
But I think as her being a cop, especially being a veteran cop, she should have made better choices. I mean,
she remember Crystal. She was also a police academy instructor at one point.
Yeah, I mean, so I don't get that. I mean, if you're in any profession for that long and you have that much experience, you should not have that fear. How many people has she pulled over? How many times has she been on, doing street patrols to where she's that intimidated by somebody? I don't get that.
I guess the awkward silence means the conversation's over with.
I know. I think
Not necessarily. It's not necessarily that it's not over with. It's just hard to talk about.
Pondering our thoughts.
Yeah.
So, because it's tough, man. It's a tough situation, bro. Like it's because I mean this week alone, right, was another week that it was heavy, and someone was telling me, right, like how you feeling, blah blah blah. I was like, yo, I ain't gonna lie, I'm pretty numb to this stuff. I'm pretty, like, literally in the morning I wake up and I'm like, I'm expecting to hear of a mass shooting or of another black or brown person being shot by the police. I'm expecting that when I wake up. That's
Trent,
where we are.
but Trent, here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Should we be that way? Should we
No.
be walking around feeling that
Natural.
way?
It's not natural, but that's our society. It's not natural, but that is what is, because if you go to other countries, that is not the case. Right? Police shootings are not commonplace in other countries. A lot of countries don't even have guns. You know what I'm saying? Because they have gun control. You know what I mean? So it's not commonplace. It's commonplace in our country. And so it's not supposed to be like that. It's not normal, but it's normal in America and only America when it comes to this particular mass shootings and police shootings.
And I think we have to have some sort of, gun control in place eventually, or nothing's going to change.
Will never happen.
Nothing is ever going to
never happen.
Well, remember, it's it's people trying to take away guns. I cannot stress enough. Gun control does not mean we're getting rid of your guns.
Right.
It's putting common sense procedures and processes in place in order for people that don't deserve weapons to have them.
Like Ron, like example that we just had this week.
I thought you were saying like me.
No.
I thought you were saying like me. You get it.
No, but literally, right? We just reports are coming out from the guy who committed the mass shooting in my hometown, Indianapolis, this week, right? And you look, he had already been known to FBI and police, was interviewed by the FBI, right? And was still allowed to purchase a gun, to purchase multiple guns legally. You know what I'm saying?
The FedEx dude, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So even, and this is the thing, it's so embedded that this man can even be, you know what I'm saying, the FBI can know about him and he still can purchase a firearm legally. That's how deeply rooted this problem is in America. And there's no way there's ever going to be gun control. The least we can expect is that at least assault rifles, AR-15s, weapons that we use on a battlefield, you know what I'm saying, should not be on the streets of America. That's the best we can hope for. Do I see it ever happening? No, because the NRA is probably one of the most powerful lobbying groups in this country, which shows you just how deeply rooted into our country. And don't get it twisted. Democrats always talk about gun control, but the people that are writing legislation and stuff like that, you have a lot of moderate Democrats that don't want to push for that either. So it's not just a Republican thing either.
It's a money thing, man. We all know we all know that money plays power over politics. All right.
Yeah.
So when it comes to this conversation, we all know money's deeply involved. NRA has a stranglehold over politicians.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
That's true.
Big money. So if gun control not going to happen, then is the solution have more guns? You know what I'm saying? In those situations, the more people that are strapped, then the less people that died in these mass shootings. So is that like, since we know this ain't gonna happen, we might,
But think about this, Adrian. Think about this. If that was the logic, right? And I've said that, if they can't change or get a hold on, people with guns, that shouldn't have them. If every household had a gun, I guarantee you these killings, these mass shootings would stop. No. Listen to me now. Listen to me. Yes, they would stop, because guess what? People would not crime rates as far as home invasions and robberies. People won't run up on you if they know you got a gun. The only reason people commit crime is because they think you don't have anything.
But
Look
these
at
mass
what
shootings
Think
are
about
not
that.
in people's homes. Hold on.
But
Yeah, they're not.
they're happening in places. They're happening in places where they know security is lax. They know they're happening in places where they know people don't bring their guns.
They're
So if
soft
people bring
targets.
their guns, if people bring guns into their workplace, people will not run up in there and try to mass shoot. That's what I'm
But
getting at. That's the point
people,
I'm trying to make.
But then you will see more people who get disgruntled at work just going off and shooting people.
So
And
guess
you know it's the
what?
Wild West, everybody shooting
So guess
everybody.
what? It's a win. It's a lose situation, then, Crystal.
Yeah.
No, the people that would get disgruntled and go shooting at work, they probably already got guns anyway.
Yeah, there you go.
The type of people that do that, they usually,
Yeah, but I mean,
they
true. I mean, true on that end, but I mean, you just don't know what's gonna set somebody off, and they have easily, they have access to a weapon right there on them. I mean, I don't want to be working around people carrying guns and they get pissed off. I don't want that.
Hey, look, we got to move on. But I guarantee you that at one point or another, it's going to happen. One of the things is going to happen. Either there's going to be strict gun legislation, or they're going to say, you know what, everybody has a gun and they have a right to it, just like the Constitution says, and you can take it to work. And guess what? We're going to need to see what happens. I ain't
gonna lie. I ain't giving up my guns till white people give up their guns. It's my right, just like it's their gun. Right?
I'm certified.
I'm certain.
All right, yo, man. We gotta go. We gotta check out this California teachers, man, for the Say What of the Week. Hold on 1 second.
For the right, it's my Say What of the Week. Say what? Been a little too nice to y'all. Now I gotta up price for y'all. Snake eyes on dice for y'all. Shoulders on ice for y'all. Frozen. A6 all the hate.
All right, man. So look, man, we got a special Say What of the Week. It's not really special, but y'all know the kids are in distance learning. They have been all throughout the country. But, in California, San Marcos County, man, San Marcos County high school teacher, Alyssa Piro, she has some choice words for some of the students and their parents. Hold on.
They're forced to bring awareness to the situation that they are in because other people put them in that situation.
My question is, in this case, where is the white student union? Because we need all races
You don't need a white student union, Jake. You get everything.
Your parent wants to talk to me about their profession and their opinion on their profession. I would love to hear that. I know very little about anything else in the world other than education, okay? However, if your parent wants to come talk to me about how I'm not doing a good enough job in distance learning based on what you need as an individual, just dare them to come at me. Because I'm so sick to my stomach of parents trying to tell educators how to do their job. I have never once gone to a doctor's appointment and tried to tell my medical health provider how to treat me. You know why? Because I know nothing about that. I didn't get my degree in medicine. I am going off. I'm sorry. This is my...
All right, so look, man, this teacher apparently went off on a student rant. This video is three months old, just released. But apparently the students and the parents have complained about this individual, this teacher, because they feel that she's being a bully to the students. As you heard from the first part of the segment, or first part of the video, the student asked about what about white student unions, because there's a black student union in different schools, and we all know that. And she said, you don't need it because you get everything.
Yep.
Is there an argument with that? I guess the only people complaining about this is the white parents.
White people. His parents.
And essentially, I put this as a say what because I was like, where's the lie in what she was saying in all this?
Man, we got
because she even said that, hey, I'm tired of your parents trying to tell me how to do my job. It's not like I go to their jobs and tell them how to be a banker, how to be a mortgage lender, how to be this or how to be that. I do my job. I know how to do my job, and I'm going to continue doing my job. I never get that. I never understand how is it that people out here try to tell everybody how to do their job?
It's these soft ass parents raising these soft ass kids that commit mass shootings.
I agree with you there, Trent. I mean, I'm not a parent, but I agree that there's a lot of parents out there that don't want to take the disciplinary role because they haven't had to, in the instance of when their kid was going to school physically. They didn't have to be there to keep an eye on their kid. But now that their kids are in virtual learning, some of these kids are playing video games, are, effing off on their phones, and parents aren't being the disciplinary and being like, get off your ass, pay attention, and do your work. And their grades are being affected.
I remember being in school, man, and my dad, bro, would come up to the school in the beginning of the year, and he would tell the teacher, if Trent get out of hand, you got my permission to put your hands on him, and then let me know, and I'm gonna beat him down when he get home. Right? That was how I was raised. Now, whether you agree, yes or no, that's right. Nowadays, you've got parents who will go up to the school and argue with the teachers and want to, want to defend their kids. When a lot of the times their kids are the ones who are committing, disciplinary actions and stuff like that. You got parents who want to, and this ain't, guess what? This ain't a black or white thing, because I know black parents and white parents that both do the same thing, where they're gonna go up and fight the teacher because their kid has been disciplined, and they don't like it. Soft ass parents.
Yeah, I got two things on this. From the beginning with the white student, what would the white student union talk about?
How they winning?
No, I'm just saying, like,
how they winning?
It's different things. It's just, black student unions find ways to include blacks in, predominantly white schools or white environments and things like that. So that's where that comes in. So I don't have a problem with her doing that. She seemed angry though, but
she probably was angry because she's tired of dealing with them kids.
Exactly. But look. This is to Trent and Ron. You talking about telling people, how to do their jobs. You understand? So I want to hear that come football season when I'm on the field. I don't want to hear nothing about.
But hold on.
No. I don't want to hear you talk about Aaron Rodgers when he doing his job. I don't want to hear you talking about me, whether I should have caught that or what. Don't tell me how to do my job. You do your job. Don't just do it when it's a teacher or a doctor and all that stuff. I have a profession as well, so I want everybody to keep that. I want everybody to keep that same.
It's
energy.
Personal now.
Keep that same energy when y'all yelling at the TV.
It's personal because you know why? Because every
why was he
time
looking at you the whole time.
Because when they lose, I'm on the first one on the phone like, yo, y'all should have did this, and he's like, yeah. I know deep down inside he's like, man, you don't even know what the hell you talking about. Shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But everybody, when it comes to sports, people don't consider sports a job. So when they comment on the Twitter and everything, telling us what to do a job, I want to go on a rant like the teacher. And I'm gonna tell everybody. Everybody on Twitter. I'm gonna go on live on Instagram, tell everybody that they need to leave me alone, and do their jobs.
Do it, Adrian.
Do it.
Why you doing that? All show.
Because he on one right now. I ain't never seen him get like that. He's like, look. But yeah, he right. I mean, in all honesty, I made that point earlier, and I said, look, we can't tell people how to do their jobs.
But we do. But
it happens.
Yeah, with that being said, I still tell people how to do their job too. Anyway, when you go to restaurants, you tell.
Hold on, wait a minute.
But I just say I feel like that's human nature. You gonna have that. As a teacher, you gotta expect that. Everybody get mad. Like just like I get mad. People telling me what to do in my job. Teachers get mad with parents. Parents need to fall back. Even with coaching. Everybody want to coach their kid. Everybody want to teach their kid. Until it's time to really teach that kid or really coach that kid. So that a lot of that comes with territory. So what I'm saying? It's two sides of it because we all do it. We all do that. We don't let people do their jobs at all.
Yeah. All right, man. Y'all, that was the Say What of the Week. Say What of the Week that ended on a contradicting statement. It's just like you be telling them how to cook your steak too, huh?
Medium well is a little pink. I don't need blood, and I don't want burnt. I want a little pink. You can't have two. You can't have two, bro.
Yo, why you doing it with his
Why
hands?
you got this hand?
Why you doing his hands? He was like
A little bit.
All right, yo, man, that was the same one of the week, man. Oh, man, dude. Boy, I tell you. All right, man, got the confession letters. Y'all strap in. If you got a bubble bath, man, go ahead and run that joint.
Problems on problems on problems, I solve them. I run through the money, the pressure be calling. Left on my blessings, I feel like I'm falling. The birdie is back. Tell me I'm garbage, I'm going through something, that's why I ain't calling. Phone and progression, it's all that I wanted. A phone with affection, I summon and dub it. Why you be all on my line about nothing? Why won't you go get you $1 or something? Don't hang with a nigga who lying for nothing. I see that we different, you
Hey,
rising.
I just noticed. I noticed like that. My stuff is like super long, and I be trying to like, like, all right, here we go, y'all. Let's do this letter. The music keep going. So, but anyway, all right. So, bubble bath nightmare.
Oh goodness.
Here we go. I'm gonna say that one more time. Bubble bath nightmare. What's up, fellas and ladies? So check this out. I have a woman, and she has been asking me for some sort of romantic evenings to be planned by me. So I figured I'll just get her a card and set up a romantic evening by the bathtub with some bubbles. Well, needless to say, it didn't work out. I went to go light the candles by the bathtub. In the midst of doing so, I ended up lighting my robe on fire. As luck would have it, everything was ruined. So when she pulls up, of course, the bath is a no-go. So I explained that plans change. Don't you know she leaves out on me at that moment? All because of a ruined bath? Now I'm wondering, should I even have told her about it and still try to do a bath? We haven't really spoken since this incident a couple weeks ago. First of all, you never light your candles until that bath is ready to roll and you ready to get in that bath.
What was he thinking about, Trent?
You thinking about me?
What?
See, this is a rookie mistake. This is a rookie mistake. Now I'm gonna tell you she wrong for walking out, but
she said
but
I'm out.
My man, that bull bath should have been ready to roll. The candle should have been sitting right there, and then you light it. You know
Once she got in.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
can't,
let her
you,
soak
you,
for a little bit.
You always run the risk.
You
always run the risk of lighting candles around the bathtub, and then you knocking them over when you're trying to get in or trying to get out.
Exactly. No, let her get in. Let her soak for a little bit. Relax. You know what I'm saying? Get that hard working day off. Wash. And then you light the candles for her. Hey, don't even worry about it. Bring. Have some wine. Bring that wine to her. You know what I'm saying? And then you get in. You know what I mean? But anyway, she shouldn't have left it like that though.
Dude, there are things called flameless candles out there right now. Don't even need the light. Batteries in them joints, and you turn it on. It's even got a remote. So,
Crystal, tell him again. Come on, tell him again, Crystal.
Order them right on Amazon Prime because I got a bunch of them around my tub. So.
She probably left that Bama right there because she said, "How stupid can you be?"
I mean,
and she said, "I can't deal with it. I can't deal with it." I guarantee you that's why she left.
Yeah, I guarantee this isn't the first time he's done something stupid. If she gonna leave him over an accident, it's probably not the first time he's done something stupid.
Also, why my man said he was gonna give her a card and a bubble bath? Hold on now.
This hood romance. Hood romance.
I want to know what the card said. Did he burn the card too?
Look at my man's face.
Man, I want to see how he put the robe out. He said the robe got put on fire. Like, did he jump in the water? Like, what? You know what I'm saying? Stop, drop, and roll. And she came in the door. She came in the door and him putting the fire out. Just
drop.
Maybe he was getting in the tub too. Why he got a robe on?
He should have said nothing. He shouldn't have said nothing. He should have took that robe, hit it, and then be like, "Hey, girl, I'm getting a bath ready to go." And then he should have just went back to getting it. You don't tell him about the mistakes you made. You know what I'm saying? She wanted a relaxing evening with you.
Boy, I'm weak, man. I'm weak.
Everybody know I'm passionate about my bubble baths, man. This just made me upset. Man.
Yo, I can't believe it, yo. I'm done. I'm weak. I'm crying right now because I'm thinking. You know how you just visually. You have visuals of stuff that happened, and you're like, wait. Like he said, at what point did he put the fire out?
Yeah, like, and why didn't he start over? I guess he's just like, forget it. It's over. It's over.
No, man.
I tried, but
Hey.
nothing happened.
You're not putting that much effort in, then ain't no reason why you should be wondering why she's not talking. Like
he said, but hold on. He said she's been asking me for some sort of romantic evening to be planned.
He said,
so I figured I'll just get her a card. Wait a minute. No, hold on. A card.
That sounds like something my ex would do.
Yo,
baby, Lord Jesus.
No effort.
Hold on, was you supposed to give an advice to this?
Oh no!
Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, we gave advice.
Crystal
said, get some candleless. What are you?
Flameless.
Some flameless candles. Trent said you should have never told her. I'm just laughing because I don't know what to say to this.
You know, he need to do some more bubble baths before he do a bubble bath with another person. He need to get some experience, man. Because come on.
Hold on. What's the final question? Is it what do I do to fix the situation, or what do I like? What should I have done? Like what?
Ain't no
question. The question is now I'm wondering should I even have told her about it and still try to do a bath?
You probably should have did something else. I mean, if she's on a romantic evening,
be like, hey, something happened with the bath. Let me take you out to dinner.
Yeah, do something like that. Take her out. Like,
did he break the bath? Like what happened to the bath? Like, did it? You know what I'm saying? Like, what would be the problem with just using the bath? Like, why couldn't you just go? Like, all right, throw the robe gone, burnt up, throw that away, and then
just throw the robe
run the bath
away.
Again. You know what I'm saying? Something.
He probably still had it. Was like, I can still use it, but I don't know.
Just no candles.
I mean, obviously, he's not putting that much effort in. If all he could think about is a card in a bath, and then the moment his robe catches on fire, he says, "Forget about it."
I ain't gonna lie.
Obviously, you're not putting that much effort in that she wants you to put in. You know. So
I think there's more to the story. I think what happened is my dude, he opened the door up and his robe was half burnt and he was ashamed. And so he was like, nah, and then she just left. She walked out. She didn't even have time to walk in.
I don't
Probably
think
smelled the
so.
smoke.
I think he gave up. I mean, it sounds like he wasn't really putting that much effort into the thought.
Man, my man, I don't know what to say.
But Trent, tell him again what he should do, Trent.
This is what he should do, right? You start running the bubble bath. You don't like the candles, right? You have them around, you know what I'm saying, ready to roll. So when she comes through, then you can light it, right? But what you do is you run a bath, you have it ready to roll. When she walk in, you know what I'm saying, you give her a little wine, relax, you know what I'm saying, go ahead and go to the bathroom, it's ready, go ahead and get in there, soak, you know what I'm saying. Then you come back, you know what I'm saying, you pour a little bit more wine in the glass, you bring that, then you start to light the candles, and then you slip in with her. That's what you're supposed to do. Why you got a robe on anyway in the first place? Y'all both getting in the bathtub butt naked. I get it. No, I don't get it. What am I?
He was trying to meet her at the door, man. You know.
He should have burned that card up too. A card.
I mean, some cards can be sweet, but I mean, I think he should have put some more effort into this.
Not for the first romantic thing he's ever done for her, because apparently it sounds like he ain't never done that romantic.
That's what I'm saying. He's not putting no effort into this. Like
he should have got the what's the sponsors? The berries, the soul berries.
Soul berry sweet. Yeah, that's what he should have got. Crystal, go ahead and tell her, Crystal.
Candles, and he should, but just don't light the virtue candles yet.
I mean, he should have done more. I think that showed hardly any effort.
I mean, tell that individual, whoever this individual is, y'all, just reach out to me. Reach out to me, and I'll give you some pointers. I'm all about that bubble bath.
What introduce? Oh my.
Yeah, which?
Oh yeah, you can follow me at Smash Amos .31. I don't do the whole bubble bath and candles and lighting candle. I don't mess with that. My mother told me stop playing with fire a long time ago because I used to just light stuff and just play. I play with the candle. I like flicking the candle, turn it on, turn it off. I mean, not the candle,
lighter.
the lighter. So I like playing with the lighter, turn it on, turn it off, stuff
all
like
right,
that.
Carrie.
I mean, but that's why I don't play with it. You know what I'm saying? I stay away from it. You know, some people can't handle alcohol, so they don't drink. You know, I stay away from fire because I play with fire. So I just stay away from it.
We gonna remember that. We gonna remember that. Any lighters.
Yeah, I don't even like. Yeah,
said,
candles around. I leave that, you know, to other people. I don't mess with the candles and stuff like that. I do like baths though. I don't know about bubbles. Nice Epsom salt can soak my body and make my body feel good. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, follow me on Instagram, SmashAmus.31.
All right, man. I already went around the room, man, and just happened to catch him on the slick end. But, you know, hey, man, y'all can catch me on Instagram at DocRJ.5. You can catch me on Twitter at RJSpeaks100. Make sure you follow us on Facebook at Comfortable2Uncomfortable.talk. Make sure you hit us on Instagram at Comfortable2Uncomfortable.talk. Make sure you go to YouTube, subscribe, and like the videos and all the other stuff and yada, yada, yada. Man, Comfortable Being Uncomfortable podcast, one word. And make sure you hit our website, www.cbupodcast.com. Man, big shout out and blue fire to my fraternity brothers of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated and my sorority sisters of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated. Hey, man, look, make sure y'all stay tuned to the overtime segment. We're coming right back at you after the quick intermission. You know, people got to go to the bathroom and all that stuff. So, man, we'll be right back, man. Stay buckled up. Tune in.